So, what do we have here? Infinity Ultron from Hot Toys. Check it out. What is in the box? Welcome to this week's episode of What's in the Box. I'm your host, GQ. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button.
Isn't this more fun than just watching?
Like the video, leave some comments on this video and the other ones that I've done. Share the video, spread some of that culture junkies love all over the world. We'll get to Twitch and Patreon and all that good stuff later. Today, if you know me, you know this basic size of the box. I'm not showing you the face of the box because it clearly gives away who's in the box. So we're just going to go ahead and get this one open. We have from Marvel's What If line, Infinity Ultron. Definitely needed to get this one, a couple of different reasons. I missed out on the original Ultron. Well, I think there were two Ultron releases for Age of Ultron. This one is die-cast, which is always cool. And the What If version of Ultron was amazing. So of course you have Infinity Ultron on the front. On the side, you got some nice etching there because that is one of those, my favorite, that gray styrofoam that they use for their die-cast offerings. Warnings and cast on the back, and a little bit of artwork in Infinity Ultron. And of course on top, Infinity Ultron. So enough of the box, let's get to what's in the box. Let's see, I'm gonna do it this way. Keep that awesome artwork over there. And let's lay this down. Of course, as always, emblazoned on the top, the name of the character, so it's Infinity Ultron. And, oh yeah, that is nice. That looks really cool. Of course, he is die-cast with a mixture of plastics as well. But since I didn't have Ultron, I was like, you know what? Let me get Infinity Ultron because I did like how they made him look in the What If series. They did a really good job with his design. Of course, him being kind of a mixture of Vision and Ultron. So that is definitely worth inclusion in my collection. And he, of course, does also have that amazing cape, which I'm sure is underneath all of that. So we'll get to that in a moment. Let's get some of this packing off of him. You know what? Before we get to all of his accessories and all that good stuff, let's take a look at what he looks like on the turntable first. Yep, and that's what I was kind of afraid of. One of the things with some of these designs, unfortunately, they are not the sturdiest when it comes to standing up. It's one of the drawbacks to some of the characters that they do, so I'm going to keep an eye on him. Obviously don't want him to fall. And if he falls, you can fall towards me, but yeah. He looks good. I'm just going to have to obviously figure out the best way to pose him, because I obviously don't want him falling, because he's a pretty beefy character, and he might actually fall through a dead-off door and actually hit the floor all the way, so we'll have to figure that out. But let's get that pulled back. Maybe if he does try to topple, he'll still land on the table if that does happen. Let's see what we've got accessory-wise. Comes with a slight assortment of hands. I think this one really only comes with, yeah, just the two, just the open palms and articulated fingers type hand. So let's take a look at what's underneath. So I'm very sure it's going to be that amazing cape that he was wearing, along with that spear. He also wields a very wicked spear, double-sided spear. So hopefully they included that. Yep, there they did. Okay. And of course the dreaded mini batteries. They never forget those. Because I'm sure obviously all the gems light up and his eyes light up, so obviously got to include something for that. Yeah, that's impressive. That's really very cool. Definitely going to display him with that. That is a very impressive weapon for him. So let's go ahead and maybe lay that across the front there. That's very cool. Of course, since all the Ultrons, of course, can fly, I gave him a flight stand and a really cool, I do dig it, stand for the figure. Probably will be using that just because I want to have that extra bit of stability for him. So I'm not, as heavy as he is, I probably wouldn't keep him in a flight pose, but I definitely want something to hold on to his waist so he can't fall. Seriously? In the middle of a video, you're gonna give me alerts? Just make it so he can't fall. So this is how his cape is attached. It actually is a piece that goes on his back. You guys know me. You'll get all the photos and close-ups and all that good stuff. I'm not gonna bore you with the setup during the video. You'll get all the good B-roll showing how that all works. So I think I'll leave it right there for now, but do want to give a special shout out to all of our awesome Culture Junkies patrons. The entire Culture Junkies crew would like to thank you for tuning into our programming. We hope you are enjoying our content as much as we enjoy making it. One thing that helps us continue bringing you our unique content is viewer support. By visiting the Culture Junkies Patreon page, you will have the opportunity to select the support level that works best for you. Not only will your support help keep the Culture Junkie Nation growing, but you will make yourself eligible to receive patron-exclusive swag. Please take a moment to consider supporting us and join the ranks of the supporters you see listed on the screen. We would like to also give a special shout out to our Culture Junkies level and above patrons: DeMarcus Smith, Fab Nerd Life, NanetteNet, The Other Steve, and Black Crowned Knight. Remember, for as little as $1 a month, you can support a Culture Junkie. Thank you. Once again, thank you to all of our Culture Junkies patrons. We appreciate the support however it comes in. Likes, love, shares, comments on the video, letting me know how I'm doing here, and of course checking out our live show, which of course is on twitch.tv/culturejunkies every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Do our live show, Culture Junkies Live, talk about a wide variety of topics, whether it be anime, movies, TV, video games, you name it. And speaking of you name it, there's a segment on there called The Power Is Yours, where you, the viewer, can take over the show. What I mean by taking over the show, put your comments in during that segment. That essentially can become the topic. We'll talk about whatever you guys bring up in the chat. So, once again, for the What If Infinity Ultron from Hot Toys, I'm GQ, and I'll see you guys next time.